Hi everyone, welcome to the channel Ina Talks. Today I would love to talk to you about cutting the screen time, what is dangerous about having too much of it, and how to actually do it, whether it's easy. Let's see. First of all, it came to me as a surprise that too much of the screen time is really harmful to you because it leads to mental health issues, it leads to the increased risk of depression. It also doesn't give you a chance to rest, and this way your sleep goes to a bad place, and you're unable to restore your energy, you're unable to control maybe your even appetite, because all of these things are basically interconnected. And if you do not take care of how much time you spend online looking at your screen, at your tablet screen, TV, phone, monitor, all of these screens are constantly surrounding us, and there's no escape to that. The average person's screen time usage all over the world is 7+ hours, which is immense, but I'm not surprised about that at all. As for me, I have 4+ up to 5 hours of screen time daily, and I'm trying to work on that. It's not an easy activity. It's quite difficult to organize because the work that I do is online. My hobbies involve researching. Even doing this video for you is also involving quite a lot of screen time that I have to dedicate. This week I was monitoring which activities take the most of my time spent online, and I learned a couple of things, because your phone does show you how much time you spend on social networking, how much time you spend in the messengers in order to exchange some stuff with your friends or colleagues, and that is very evident. It's not something you can hide. You can definitely find out, and you can see, and you can track that. And that is the first step to reducing your time online and trying to beat this particular flaw or habit that you have in order to achieve a better result. And I have to say that tracking your screen time is the first step to reducing it and making it work so that you rest better and live a fuller life. The second idea on how to reduce it is to limit the number of your screens. So for example, if you have a phone, tablet, computer, PC, I'm talking about that. If you have a TV, large TV in the living room, etc., try to not use them within one day, or try to limit usage of a tablet or of a phone. But even prior to all of these activities and steps, I think is actually being aware, being really intentional before you even pick up a phone, tablet, or sitting at your computer. I think you just need to take into consideration that after you've done your work, after you've worked on something else, your pet project or hobby, then there's a time that you can leave a house and look at the leaves of the trees which surround you. There is a chance to communicate with your maybe neighbor or a friend offline, of course, and have a cup of coffee, look at each other and have a nice conversation. I think all of these things, they make sense, and they require a separate time. Plus, you need to remember that you need to have a reason to have more free time offline, because if your whole life is circling around the activities that you do online, the communication you have online, the work that you do, the hobbies, the development that you're conducting for yourself, if all of these things are actually centered around online presence of yours, I don't think you're gonna ever have an incentive to reduce that screen time and set your foot outside and live a more down to earth, so to say, life, which is outside. And I think that perfectly makes sense for those people who are stepping on that path and trying to notice things around them. But if that's not about you, if you're an indoor person, I don't want to offend anyone, I'm also an indoor person to an extent. If you're an indoor person who is really inside of themselves, I'm not sure it's gonna be a very easy journey unless you make it a goal for yourself. Another technique that I know quite a few people are using to make their phone less appealing to them, to make the colors not pop, to make it unattractive. They use the grayscale shades and colors in order to just, like, say, glance at your phone and not be as happy with it as it could be. And I think that also can be like really useful for those who are just like, attention grabbed by their phone, if you know what I mean. Ooh, and don't forget about setting the timers. You can set a timer for how much time per day you can use the Instagram or Facebook or like whatever you're using. And you're gonna be notified when your time is up. Of course, I predict that you're gonna be annoyed with that kind of notification, and you might even like snooze it for 15 more minutes or 30 more minutes, and that's breaking the whole point of it. But at least it's gonna make you more intentional, and you're gonna understand how much time is actually consumed. Have you noticed that I haven't mentioned deleting your social networking apps from your phone? That's because I think that it's quite radical, but that can be helpful if you really want to organize a real digital detox for yourself on your phone, on your computer, etc. But I think that if your job or if your hobby involves online presence, I think that can really lead to your frustration and needing that time. But on the other hand, you probably need to learn how to limit the time online and get the proper rest by the point like you're getting burnt out. I probably need to scare you a little bit to attract more attention to this topic and to say that too much of the screen time is slowly frying your brain and is really dangerous to you. But I'm not sure that's a proven study. And first of all, and second of all, I think it's our responsibility what we're doing to our brains. I was very happy to have you here today on my channel, and I would like to invite you to subscribe to it, to hit the like button, to share it, and to spread the good vibes overall. See you soon.